This is Joy Edjeren, a former Nollywood actress turned evangelist, shared her shocking experience and testimony about how she was allegedly almost used as a sacrifice in the Nollywood industry. Her testimony focuses on the challenges, the dangers, and hidden realities behind entertainment industry. Kindly watch this video as she recounts the unfolded events, the warning signs she noticed, and how she escaped the situation. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more news and trending stories.
Got born again in 2012, and 6 years after that, I left the spotlight, everything. I used to be a Nollywood actress. I started in the United States. I was filming in Houston, Texas. A lot of people knew me then as JJ Bunny, Joy the Jungle Bunny. I was in the entertainment industry. I did a lot. I made a name for myself. And as I continue to, make a name for myself in Houston, Texas, eventually I noticed Nollywood and I wanted to be part of them. Before then, I was doing American production. I was signed to a small record company in Houston, in the United States. And the contract had issue. So I stopped working with them. The first Nollywood movie I participated with was in Maryland. My manager called me and he told me, "Hey Joe, what are you doing right now?" I told him my contract is on hold as far as the American music is concerned because I'm having issue with that company. He said, "Come to Maryland because they are doing Nigerian movies in Maryland and I think you'll be good for it." I was like, what is Nollywood? At that point, I didn't even know anything much about Nigerian movies. I was like, what is that? He said, "Don't worry, they'll pay for your flight, everything, just come. I've submitted your picture, they love you." And so before you know it, I found myself in Maryland and I was on the production. On that production set, it was the first time I saw people like Mike. I saw Emeka Ike. I didn't know who they were. This was my first introduction. There were some few Nollywood movies that was being shot in Houston, Texas. Some of you that know me from Houston, Texas, you know me. It was under the Papa G production. Papa G production. Some of you know these things because you knew me when I was in Houston, Texas. I was very popular. So now I'm in Maryland and I was on the movie set and we shot the Nollywood movie in Maryland, and I picked interest. I was like, wow, I never knew Nollywood had fans, Nollywood had viewers. I guess since my American contract is on hold, I can go into Nollywood. By the way, all this is in my book. Before you know, I started filming Nollywood movies in America. Google my name, JJ Bunny. You will see the different artists that I brought to America with my money. I flew them. Artists like Tonto Dike, she was the first lace wig she had on her head came from my lace wig shop. Good friends, everything. Have no personal issue with any of these people. Now let me get into the reason why I came to share this with you. As I continue to do Nollywood production, and I flew a couple of them to America to work on my set, strange things happened. But I'm a secular girl, I go to church, I'm just a religious person, go to church once in a while. What's the big deal? One of my movies said I put on an outfit that a big famous actress, she had on. I was running out of outfits. She borrowed me her white top. I wore it. That was the night that as I was sleeping, snake, all kinds of crawling things started crawling on me. I freaked out. I woke up and I called. There was one of my sister in Nigeria. She's a born again. I called and I said, "Look at what happened to me last night." My sister warned me. She said, "Don't wear their outfit. These people are not clean. They are unclean. Joy, I told you to take your spiritual life seriously, blah, blah, blah." My sister is a born again Christian. When she was talking, it went into one ear and came out the other. I was annoyed with her. I said, all these born again people, every time you people will be complaining, you people don't have any joy. What's her problem? So I dismissed my sister. I continued to pursue Nollywood. And my sister used to warn me. She said, "Joy, these people are not clean. They do all sorts of things for power and all that. You don't serve God and you don't serve Satan. Be careful." So at some point, I disliked calling my sister. I didn't want anything to do with her because to me, she's always complaining. It's like, you are this unhappy person. Anyway, I flew to Atlanta. I shot movies there. In Maryland, I shot movies there. I shot several Nollywood. Google my name. Or just go to Google and put JJ Bunny and see the movies that I have shot. Then finally, I started wanting to go beyond America because at this point, I am well established in America as a Nollywood production person. As a Nollywood actress, I've worked with big names. Like I said, Google my name, you see my picture with them. So at this time, I want to go to Nigeria. I want to go to Africa so I can be well established and become a well-known Nollywood actress, right? So boom, I bought a flight ticket. In fact, to tell you the truth, a politician that saw me in one of my movies reached out to me. Come to Nigeria, I want to host you, I want to do this, I want to do that. I got a first class ticket. I was in Nigeria. From then, boom, I went to Ghana and I met this big Nollywood director. If I'm not calling their name, please don't think that I'm afraid. I'm not afraid because I want my message focused to be on God, not on personalities. Because I'm not afraid of them. I can call names any day. But God did not send me to call names. God is sending me so that you hear this message and turn to God. So if I withhold their names, don't say, oh, Joy is afraid. I'm not afraid. I know what they have tried on my life. I went to Ghana. I met with this Ghana director. Day one, he raped me. He raped me. All this is in my book. I kept quiet because I was such a desperate guy. I want to make it. And plus I'm in Ghana. I know Africa is a lawless place. So who do you call? Who do you complain to? I kept quiet. I came back to America. From nowhere, this big Ghana director, he worked with all the big names. Name them, he worked with them. Any big names you know in the Nollywood industry, he has worked with them. After a couple of weeks, he called me. He said, I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. Come to Ghana. I want to work with you. Of course, as an upcoming actress, I was so excited. I went to Ghana. And right away, he was trying to be intimate with me. I got angry. I said, please, I came here for production. I didn't come here for intimacy. He said, okay. He backed up. And we started filming movie with all the big Ghanaian actors and actresses. Again, Google my name, you see my pictures with them. As we are doing production, all of a sudden, he's in love with me. He wants to marry me. He wants to be with me. So eventually, I let go. I let my guard down. Me and him were in the same hotel room for almost 8 months. It was lonely later on that I discovered he was a married man. Anyway, as we were doing movie production and everything, we started becoming intimate. All that things happened. Movies upon movies. After a while, I told this big Nollywood director, I said, I need to go back to America. He said, no, don't go. Just name anybody in the industry you want to do movies with. I'm ready to film the next movie. I'm ready. I said, no, I need to go back. He said, no. He kept trying to keep me in Ghana. I've been in Ghana for 8 months at this point. So, after we tried, he said, okay, is it Genevieve you want to film with?
Please like and subscribe for more episodes.